Welcome to another episode on our channel. You got me 2 days in a row. Too bad for you. You remember this guy, right? I had him mounted as part of, or as the beginning actually, of my Standless Stand series. I gotta come up with a better name than that. It's in the how-to section on the playlist. I attached one of these as a magnet, rare earth magnet, to each of this guy's foot, and then the magnet snapped onto here. It it was a proof of concept, basically. It allowed for, moving around, for better posing. It's just that it's a little heavy-handed. If you're going to use this, you can, painting it's no big deal. But maybe you want it on a wooden stand. If you want it on a wooden stand, then you got, find some way to camouflage this, either drilling it out with a very large paddle bit. It's not terribly elegant. Let's put it that way. Functional, yes, but not terribly elegant. So this time I think I got a little bit more elegant. I'm not terribly subtle when it comes to elegance and not being heavy-handed on things. Bigger hammer is better. Let's put it that way. So anyway, that is it. Let me check this out of the way. So this is the same guy. He's not using magnets. So I went with something called clear mounting tape. What I got off of Amazon was, I don't know if you can even see, yeah, you can see these things. A packet of these things. This was the biggest that they had. If you want to order larger ones, you can, but in the selection menu, it's kind of ghosted out, kind of grayed out. Well, this is 3/4 inch, and it was the biggest that I could have. So I used two of them on each foot. Real simple. I mean, just peel one of these things off. Uh, Side, peel one of these things off. You got to pull off. I can't do it. It'll take forever if I do if I do this on camera. But anyway, trust me, one side is sticky, the other side you have to peel off. And I just simply stuck two of them to this guy's feet, actually, both. And it came out, measured out pretty good. I did cut around it so that it follows the contour of the foot. And as you can see, assuming he doesn't fall out of his ankle sockets, which has nothing to do with the feet, works pretty good. In fact, I did this a week ago, and let's call him Daryl. Daryl here has spent the last week in my garage at a 40, not quite a 45-degree angle. If I remember right, it's about a 30-degree angle. Bottom line is he's been torqued over for a better part of the week. We've had some days that were kind of unseasonably warm, well into the 80s. And then we've had other nights that have been very seasonable, 40s, 50s, that kind of thing for, last of March, 1st of April type of thing. Weird weather so far. Anyway, he's held up really, really, really well. I'll put a link to these things below in the description. But one thing I haven't tried him yet is for a dynamic pose. This is basically a glorified museum pose. Yeah, it's not using a waist grabber or a crotch grabber, but his feet aren't, spread apart like he had just completed a step. He's basically in a glorified museum pose, which is good. I mean, there's no stand. If don't like the black plastic stands with a waist or crotch grabber, this might work for you. In fact, let me pull this off because the whole point of this is kind of, okay, sorry, Daryl. Whole point of this exercise is to get things off and not leave a mark. So, okay, good. There is no mark on this piece of stained wood. It hasn't been finished with polyurethane or shellac or any kind of varnish. It was just oak, just a piece of oak that had been stained once upon a time. And this stuff rolls off Daryl's foot here fairly easily. This is a one-time application it was because now the tape is not the least bit sticky. Hang on, let me get my glasses on. I remembered to bring them this time. And I don't know, well, you might probably won't be able to see it. There, there is some white here, but when I put the tape on, I noted that the foot had lost some color. So it's not due to the tape, but I'm not feeling any residue at all. So at least this tape on this kind of plastic, on this kind of wood, appears to be steady for a lightweight figure. This isn't a Weizen figure. Weizen figures would, well, by time, especially if you got like weapons or armor and stuff, 2 or 3 times heavier than this. So this is kind of lightweight. But I'm not seeing any residue here, and I'm not seeing any residue here. So, which begs the question. See, this stuff won't hardly. Yeah, I won't even stay on. This is a one-time thing, which is fine. Oh, by the way, 2 sheets of 50 is just short of $6 or right at $6. I can't remember which. They're, like I said, these are 3/4 of an inch, and I did cut to the contour of the foot. So getting back, it begs the question, get him out of here, what to do if you want a more dynamic pose. And I have a candidate. All right, come here. Well, this is also Daryl. I don't know if any of you are Bob Newhart fans. It was a trio of brothers, and there's no TV show. 2 out of 3 brothers are named Daryl. Let's put it that way. I apologize. Apologize for the painter's tape. This is not a Weizen body, which come with the option of being anatomically correct. If you so choose with the males, you don't have a choice with the females. But with the males, you can choose. You can choose how anatomically correct. And yeah, well, anyway, if you've ever bought one, you know what I'm talking about. However, the manufacturers of this body did make him anatomically correct enough where it warranted a bit of a painter's tape fig leaf or loincloth. I didn't want to get jammed up by YouTube, and kids don't need to ask mom, why does he have a lump? So anyway, keep everybody happy. So what we have here is a very stiff jointed figure. And I noticed earlier, now my wife, this is no surprise to her, but I noticed earlier, and we just got this body in as part of her bartering session, there's screws at the joints, which means you can tighten these things up. You're not at the mercy of how tight the manufacturer wanted the body. So this might be kind of an easy to do, but I do have real shoes on him this time, and I'm going to try a different different product. Bear with me just a second. Now this too is mounting tape. It is thicker than the little peel off dots. And it comes, well, at least the package I got 1 roll of this, which is about 1 inch, maybe 1.25 inches. And then you got another roll, I believe it was 2.5 inches wide. So I got 2 rolls of this stuff. I don't know what it is in terms of length, but it was more out of pocket. It was $15 or $16 for the 2 rolls of tape. So what I'm going to do, you can see this stuff is just crystal clear. I'm going to cut a piece, well, more than long enough. It does kind of stick to the scissor there, so you might want to put one blade on the roll and then cut. Don't try to cut it when it's hanging in the air like that. I think it'll bind up your scissors. Um, but if you just put your scissors on the roll of tape and cut it, it's fine. It's not going to pull apart. So put that to the side. And again, and I got permission to my wife won't kill me if I accidentally screw up these running shoes. These are, what are these? Solomon. I don't know if that's an actual shoe brand or not. I'm kind of a New Balance guy. So anyway, I am going to hopefully peel off the backing to this. If I take too long, I will pause the camera because I have all the fine motor skills of a blacksmith. Okay, and there's definitely a transition there. Be aware that this thing picks up fingerprints like crazy. It will go from crystal clear to cloudy, and it is the devil to get off. I'm not sure. My wife has very fine motor skills. So I'm going to put this right here. It is stickier than the little dots that I showed you just a second ago. Wow, it won't let go of my finger. All right. So I didn't make it. Oh, great. I didn't make it long enough. You know what? That's okay because it has a curved up toe. So let me put this all the way on the heel. Well, actually, I thought I cut this too long. I was wrong. Wow. Okay. That is 100% sinking in. What I'm looking for, no, it didn't. At the arch, there's still a gap there but it's not as big as I thought it was going to be because the tape is so thick and spongy that it actually kind of molded itself upwards a little bit. So even though there is space at the arch, um, it's not as much as I thought it was going to be. All right, get these scissors out of the way. So, all right, so it's holding. I am half tempted. I'm not going to do it, but I'm only tempted to put this in overnight, but I really need to put this episode up. So what I am going to do is declare this a preliminary success. Um, Honestly, you're not going to. I'm just nerding out on this. I want to see how much of a stress test this will take. This appears to be holding. This appears to be holding just fine. We've got yourself a dynamic pose here. It will require a stiff-bodied figure. It's not going to work if you got a real flimsy body. Whether it will work with a Phison body is anybody's guess because I just simply don't know because of the weight. That said, this is not as light as the other Daryl here. A few ounces, I weighed it, it's like 2 ounces heavier. But what we have is a dynamic pose. Whether he's walking, whether he's running. And another thing that stiff body will do, it will help you to center the center of the weight, as long as it doesn't look too weird. But yeah, I would need to cut around the foot if you don't want the ugly. Well, it's not really ugly. It's actually fairly clear. But if you're a neat freak, you might want to cut it. And if you cut it around the perimeter of the shoe, it may or may not hold as well. But what I can say is right here, right now on this body, a piece that's about an inch wide, covering the all but a little bit of the arch of the shoe on a stiff-bodied figure is working. We have a standless stand with a dynamic pose. What I will do is put it out in the garage overnight. I think I'll even trim around it. So in the next, well, it's probably the final installment of this series, I'll report back on the longevity of a dynamic pose with a trimmed foot. I'll wait a couple of days, just like this, and then I'll cut it and I'll wait another couple of days, maybe, or maybe a day each type of thing, and then report back to you in the next installment of this. So I hope you've liked what you've seen. Oh, by the way, I will put the link to the rolled tape in the description below, along with the little clear dots. I think this stuff is more aggressive than the clear dots. I really do. But anyway, as I was saying, I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up, hitting the subscribe button. And until next time, everyone, have a good day.